morning, everyone. Elliot here. Matt hates these little introductions. And Uma's here. So we left the desert and, as promised, are going to take you guys on some adventures today. First adventure is up Mount Lemmon, which is the highest peak around here in the Santa Catalina mountain range. It's really cool because it takes you from the Sahara desert sort of terrain and climate all the way up to the top, which is like the Canadian forest sort of climate. So they say driving up the mountain takes you from the deserts of Mexico to the forests of Canada. So anyways, we filled up on some hot beverages at the gas station and we are about to head up. Let's go. Say let's go.
I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? This year will be better than the last. Lover's in love and the others run away. Lover is crying cause the other won't stay. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Wow, it's really wild because we just officially got on the highway like 5 minutes ago and already these views are amazing and we are truly just like starting on the road. They say around every corner you can expect the terrain to change, so let's see.
It's really so weird to see all of these trees because we haven't seen them anywhere around us, so it totally does look like a completely different landscape. It's giving me flashbacks of Colorado camping.
I can't believe that just like 20 minutes ago I was down in the desert and now I'm like standing on like pine duff ground, like surrounded by trees. This is really neat.
Campgrounds up here. I think this is a really popular spot when it's really hot in the summer, and how neat that they have this mountain so close by that they can escape the summer heat and get up here and
reprieve
and be in a different landscape.
We just hit 8,000 feet of elevation and we are like officially in a winter wonderland now. This probably isn't very remarkable to many of you because you're in winter, but snow! I'm just kidding. It's really
It's like mostly because of the camera. It's like, you better not. Better go show Uma.
Look! Snow! You wanna touch it? It's gold, huh? Oh.
Uma, where Grandma lives, that's all they have right now.
They're covered in snow.
We're thinking of you, Nebraska. Love you, Grandma. You want to throw it?
Uma's gonna throw the snow.
Throw it out here. Oh, no! What? Don't give me that fucking look.
All right, Dada's gonna drop it.
Okay, I'm being extra because Elliot makes fun of anything I do, so I just have to take it to an extreme.
Uma wanted to get out and see the snow too. Is it cold? Should we get back in? So behind me we have a winter wonderland. And then over this way, we have the desert. And then the road just kind of ends at the top. There's like a little pizzeria and a place you can get like fudge and souvenirs and lots of like bougie cabins. But now we are beginning our drive back down the mountain. Hi everyone, it's the next day now, and after yesterday's mountain adventure, we thought it would be fun to take you guys along for a little exploration in the desert. This is a trail that we did a couple weeks ago with my dad, and it's really beautiful, and I think there might be some water for Uma to still swim in up ahead, so yeah, let's go.
Water!
Oh, she heard me.
Water?
What, you see the cacti?
No, cactus.
Cactus colors?
Water!
What are you saying?
Cactus!
Can you say cactus?
Cactus.
Is it pokey plant?
Pocky plant.
Uma decided she doesn't want to wear her scrunchie, so this is the hiking look, I guess. So we're getting ready to leave Arizona and start heading onward after the next couple of days, and there's something about knowing that a shift is coming that always makes you show up with such appreciation and really savoring what's around you.
So I'm listening to a song that I was absolutely in love with when I first met Elliot, and so much expansive love and creative energy was happening at that time, and I could have never anticipated like what it would lead to, but here we are. And to listen to that song and to like just be out here and to feel myself getting older, and as these years go by, you can't help but like think about the inevitable, which is death. And I love that I have the opportunity just to healthily think about that reality, because I think we live so differently when we remember that universal truth that we all experience and often fear. And
I think that living this kind of life reminds you of how temporary every moment really is, and
it makes me really grateful that we're committing to this life and that we're getting to spend this time, because there's just like absolutely no way that we'll regret spending this time together. And I think about how often we spend our lives caring about things that just don't matter. Like, we spend so much time trying to impress, and we spend so much time trying to win and gain accolades and prove ourselves, and we forget to just be with each other and to love each other. And
it really, I think being here with my family has me really thinking about my mom again, who's passed, and just the moment that she told us that she had cancer, and it felt like a bubble burst in my life, and you just realize that like things change, and no matter how much sometimes you can struggle with wanting things to always be a certain way, that you can't hold on to anything. And
Elliot's mom, Jody, witnessing her pass to the other side, I remember like such an impactful moment when I watched her. She was like unconscious at that point, and Elliot and his sister Leah, you know, two grown adults, but were like hugging her and laying with her on her deathbed, and just seeing them like so desperately want one more hug from their mother, you know. And it's just made such an influence on like remembering a moment like that, so that, you know, when I'm maybe toward the end of my death, or any of us are, whenever those circumstances happen, we have a little bit less regret of like, did we hold each other tight enough, and did we love passionately enough? And
it's such an important reminder to really appreciate and show up with gratitude, and to really savor the beautiful moments in your life, because, you know, just like the bad moments, everything comes to an end. And my mom's death really was such a turning point for me in the way that I want to show up and live my life. And as part of my grieving, I remember early on just like vowing to like live my life and really appreciate my life, and to show up with joy and gratitude every single day as a way to honor her.
I feel so grateful, because I feel like so much of like our weird antics and our anxieties really just comes from that fear, is that being human and being alive. And I think the more that we appreciate its beauty, the more we like mourn and fear the death, because it's like, what a miracle, like how cool that we're here. And
how cool that we have this little creature with us and with this family, and how beautiful that we have our health and that we have our happiness and we have each other. And
yeah, I just can't help but feel like such sacredness of this life, and what a rare chance to be alive and to experience everything. And I just want to mean it every second that I'm alive, and really show up with the challenges, and really show up with the love and appreciation, and really savor my time with Uma and Matt and what we're doing now, and to not always look for what's on the horizon and what's coming, because you can't ever predict what's going to happen around the next turn. But all you can do is really savor all the beauty that you have now, and
just to not ever take it for granted. Uma was like being a little monster on the way up here. She kept whacking me. She threw her hair tie into the bush, and we just like about lost it. We were like, let's just turn around and let's not do this. Let's, you know, because we really had a plan to like sit on the mountain and reflect for a moment. But even through those like tougher times when we're trying to control and dictate how our toddlers behave, to just appreciate every single moment that is given to us.
you know, I guess I'm talking to myself here, that all you can do is you don't want to wait around for tragedy to strike, but to just show up with such gratitude and appreciation, so when it does, you know you've savored all the beauty that you've had the opportunity to witness and be surrounded by. Time to go find my beautiful little family and spend some time with them.
And you ever wonder if days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass? Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces for a hope or a mumble. It's not for me to decide.
All right, well, that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed going on some adventures with us. Give us a thumbs up if you like this adventure style video. And as always, we'll see you next week. Say bye.
Bye.